everyone, my name is Amal and you're watching Newsbreak. Let's see what's coming up on today's show. New South Wales gets a new premier. The Nobel Prize in Medicine has been handed out. And Barbie in space. But before we do anything, why don't you hit that subscribe button? I want you to double check because I don't want you to miss out on any of our cool stuff. Just check right now. First up, the world has experienced its biggest online outage ever. Facebook, Instagram and WhatsApp were down for almost 6 hours this morning, affecting billions of social media users around the world. Here's Liv.
Guys, what's wrong?
Facebook's down.
Instagram's down.
WhatsApp's down.
Even Messenger's down.
Well, yeah, they're all owned by the same company, but why don't you go outside or do your work?
Yep, billions of people around the world had a bit of trouble logging on to some of their socials after an outage left Facebook's suite of apps out of action for almost 6 hours. Naturally, the rest of the internet got busy making memes and jokes, and social media sites like Twitter poked a bit of lighthearted fun at the situation. But outages like this are a pretty big deal. The social media giant was losing almost $750,000 an hour in advertising. And Mr. Facebook himself, aka Mark Zuckerberg, has lost about $9.6 billion of his own money after Facebook's share prices dropped. As for what caused the outage, Facebook's chief technology officer blamed it on networking issues. But for now, things seem to be back up and running.
Guys, there's more to life than social media.
That's a really good caption for the next picture I'm going to post. Dominic Perrottet is the new Premier of New South Wales. The state Liberal leader easily won this morning's secret ballot for the top job, defeating Rob Stokes 39 votes to 5.
Well, thank you. To say very briefly, it's been an honour and absolute privilege to be elected as the parliamentary leader of the Liberal Party, Premier of New South Wales.
He replaces former leader Gladys Berejiklian, who resigned on Friday. The Nobel Prize in Medicine has been awarded to 2 US scientists. Their work helped to reveal how our bodies react to heat and pressure, which lets us know if something's too hot to touch. Here's Leela with more.
Yes, have you ever wondered how we feel the things we touch?
How am I feeling this?
Or how we know something is hot?
Hot! Burnt my tongue. I really burnt my tongue. I really did.
Well, this year's winners of the Nobel Prize in Medicine have helped crack the case. It all started with investigating the burning sensation we feel from eating a hot chili pepper.
We eat chili peppers and menthol, but oftentimes we don't think about how that works. And there must be some underlying biology to that.
From that, scientists found a receptor that responds to heat. They're nerves that convert changes and stimuli, like heat, into signals that can be sensed by the brain. The Nobel Prize winners also discovered other receptors that respond to things like pressure.
We didn't know what some of the importance of pressure sensing in the bodies are. And it's very difficult to do that till you open the door, turn on the light, and figure out what's going on.
And they're hoping their findings could eventually lead to better treatments for people who suffer from constant pain. Which means this discovery is just the beginning.
Plastic doesn't always get the best rap. Get it? Plastic wrap. But these next stories are out to prove that sometimes plastic is fantastic. She's an astronaut Barbie girl in a zero-gravity space training world. Wrapped in a spacesuit, she's on a pursuit to inspire boys and girls everywhere, but she's also pretty rare. Okay, that's all the rhyming I've got in me. The doll, which is modelled after astronaut Samantha Cristoforetti, the European Space Agency's only active female astronaut, was sent on a zero-gravity flight to mark the beginning of Space Week. You might be thinking this museum looks rubbish, and that's because, well, it is. This is the Plastic Museum in Indonesia, made up of more than 10,000 plastic pieces. It's all about showing people the amount of rubbish that ends up in the water. Organisers hope the exhibition will get people rethinking how much plastic they use and change over to more environmentally friendly things like reusable bottles and bags. Now, don't be fooled by its non-plastic appearance. This massive piece of fabric covering the Arc de Triomphe in Paris is actually a big 50-metre sheet of recycled polypropylene, also known as plastic. The plastic wrap was in honour of the artist Christo Dervishev, who loved doing larger-than-life installations. And after a couple of weeks on display, it's now time to unwrap the plastic sheet. Alright coolies, that's a wrap from us, but before you go, why don't you hit that subscribe button, triple check that thing, and we'll catch you tomorrow.